So, Microsoft gave me Coffee Talk for free, and I was instantly enamored by the pixel art style of the game, so I tried it out. Unfortunately, I was disappointed to discover that it is one of my least favorite video game genres, a visual novel game. So, this is my philosophy on visual novels and how they fit into my gaming life. My feelings and opinions are mine, so I'm sorry for disagreeing with you ahead of time. Now, I've played several visual novel games, my favorites being Doki Doki Literature Club and Danganronpa. I find that I have to be in the right mood in order to play these kind of titles, with the stars aligning and all that. To me, visual novel games barely count as video games, because the gameplay of a visual novel game basically boils down to press button to read more. Coffee Talk is no exception. Coffee Talk is about just that. Coffee and talking. You play as an alternate universe Seattle barista who makes coffee and shares stories with a group of customers. Playing the game, it felt like I was being pulled into a coffee hipster's artistic crisis. The character of Freya screams Arthur Surrogate as she asks all the other people what should be writing her new stories about. And this kind of undermined the experience for me. Everything Freya said sounded like preaching, and I found myself rolling my eyes over the optimistically progressive dialogue that came out of these characters' mouths. This game wears its politics openly, and I commend it for tackling topics like racial tensions, disappointing your parents, fights and disagreements with loved ones. These are all good topics to discuss, but I hated that I could see a little soapbox being stood on to discuss them. I would have preferred more subtlety in the writing. Meanwhile, I spent just a few hours playing another visual novel game called Astralagastar. This one, I was able to play a little bit longer because of its storybook, cardboard cutout look, the sing-song way lines are delivered sometimes, and the overall poetic and more jovial nature of the game. See, this game held my contents because even though they had the same gameplay, they were different stories, right? I still had to click text to advance the game. But this is where personal taste clouds any sort of objective review of the game. Like with other forms of art, there's going to be some video games that resonate with you, and some that don't. This is the impact of subjectivity. As a consumer of art, I get to choose what art I like and what this art says to me. I think online discourse may have forgotten this from time to time, as fanatics vehemently always try to prove that Star Trek is better than Star Wars, or whatever. What I've discovered is that some games, music, and movie, they're just not for me. And you know what? That's okay. Thanks to services like Steam, PS Plus, and Game Pass, I literally have access to more video games than I have time left in my life to play them. With so much creative content out there, we have a buffet of choices at any given moment. New developers are also getting their voices out there, and it's easier than ever to express ourselves creatively. The future of gaming looks great in my opinion, but with so much content, I wonder how much people will take it personally when they play something that they don't like. Consider that next time you find a game you disagree with. Is the game objectively, mechanically bad? Or is it just not your taste?